Blowin' in the Wind, a song of questions. The most famous question in song. Some songs entertain us, a few change the world. Blowin' in the Wind, written in 1962 and released in 1963 on the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, belongs firmly to the second group. Simple enough for a child to sing, it became the anthem of the civil rights and peace movements, and it remains one of the most recognized songs ever written. Its greatness lies in a surprising choice. Instead of offering answers, it asks questions. Where the song came from. Dylan wrote the song remarkably quickly, in a cafe in Greenwich Village, when he was only 20. Its melody was partly borrowed from an old spiritual once sung by enslaved African Americans, a song about the deep longing for freedom. This hidden connection is fitting, for the new song, too, is about the long and painful road towards freedom and dignity. When the folk group Peter, Paul and Mary recorded it, it became a huge hit, and the song spread across the world. A chain of questions. The structure of the song is beautifully simple. In each verse, Dylan asks 3 questions, one after another. Each set of questions is answered by the same haunting refrain. The answer, he says, is not to be found in any book or law, but is carried somewhere on the wind. This response is deliberately vague, and we will return to its meaning. First, we must look at the questions themselves, for each one contains a whole world. What it means to be human. The song opens by asking how far a person must travel before he can finally be recognized as a full human being. Here we must pause on a single, crucial word. When Dylan uses the word man, he does not mean a male person. He uses it in its older, general sense, meaning any human being, a member of the human family. To call him a man is to grant him dignity, to accept him as a person of equal worth. In 1962, this pointed straight at the millions who were still denied that basic recognition because of the color of their skin. The word man, here, means all of us. Peace, war, and time. The other questions widen the vision. A white dove, the ancient symbol of peace, crosses endless seas in search of a place to rest, an image of humanity's exhausting and unfinished search for peace. Weapons fly through the air, and Dylan asks how long it will be before they are finally outlawed forever, a cry against war itself in an age haunted by the fear of nuclear destruction. A mountain slowly crumbles into the sea, raising the theme of time. Great change, the song suggests, is as certain as erosion, and just as painfully slow. How many years, it quietly asks, must the world wait before justice arrives? The refusal to see and hear. 2 questions cut the deepest. In one, a person turns his head away, pretending not to see the suffering in front of him. In the other, Dylan asks how many ears a human being would need before he could finally hear other people weeping. This is not a question about the body. A person may have perfectly good ears and still choose not to listen. The song asks how deaf we are willing to become to the pain of others. It accuses no single villain, it turns the question towards everyone. Once more, man means you and me. The answer on the wind. So what is the answer that is blowing in the wind? Dylan never tells us, and that silence is the song's genius. One reading is hopeful, the answer is obvious, all around us, as plain as the wind on our faces, and we need only the courage to reach out and grasp it. Another is darker, the answer is like the wind itself, always moving, impossible to hold, forever slipping from our fingers. Dylan leaves both open. Perhaps the truth is that the answer is at once close and far, easy to see, and terribly hard to act upon. A dream of a better world. Beneath its questions, the song hides a quiet dream, a world where weapons have been laid down, where the oppressed are set free, and where people finally listen to one another's pain. It does not promise that this world will arrive. It only asks how long the road towards it will be, and how much suffering it will cost. That is why, more than 60 years later, the song has lost none of its power. Its questions are still unanswered, and so they still belong to us. Language notes. Every line of this song is a rhetorical question, asked not to receive a factual answer but to make the listener think and feel. The repeated pattern "how many" gives the song the rhythm of a chant or a prayer. Useful words include a dove, a white bird, symbol of peace, to ban, to forbid completely, to exist, to live, to be, to pretend, to act as if something untrue were true, and to be allowed, to be given permission.